Beloved one, I speak to you now, not to confuse you, but to bring clarity to what your heart has already begun to sense. There is a shift happening around you, something that feels like anticipation mixed with quiet uncertainty. You feel that something is about to happen. You feel that something important is approaching. A proposal is coming. But before that moment unfolds, you must understand something deeper. God is sending you a message, and this message is not meant to stop you. It is meant to prepare you. Do not rush ahead of what you have been shown. Do not silence what you have been feeling. Your spirit has already been picking up on something. A hesitation, a question, a quiet voice asking you to pause and look again. That voice is not fear. That voice is discernment. You must learn the difference. Fear panics. Discernment observes. Fear rushes. Discernment pauses. What you are feeling is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to guide you. The proposal that is coming carries weight. It carries significance. But significance does not always mean alignment. You must not confuse the two. Just because something is important does not mean it is right. Just because something is desired does not mean it is aligned. This is why the message is coming first. God is giving you awareness before decision. Because once the question is asked, your answer will shape your path. You must be ready to answer from truth, not from pressure. From clarity, not from emotion alone. You have prayed for clarity. You have asked for direction. This is your answer. You must listen carefully now. Proverbs 3-6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight." Acknowledgement requires attention. You must pay attention to what is being shown to you. Not only what is said, not only what is promised, but what is consistent. Consistency reveals truth. There have been moments where you felt peace, but there have also been moments where something felt unsettled. Do not ignore those moments. They matter. They are part of the message. God does not speak only through obvious signs. He speaks through your awareness, through your intuition, through the quiet, knowing that something needs to be examined more closely. This is not about rejecting love. This is about understanding love correctly. Love is not proven by a proposal. Love is proven by consistency, by presence, by effort, by truth. A proposal is a moment, but a relationship is a pattern. You must look at the pattern. Has there been consistency? Has there been growth? Has there been accountability? Or have there been cycles? Moments of closeness followed by distance. Promises followed by inconsistency. You must be honest with yourself, because the message is not meant to stop your happiness. It is meant to protect your future. Jeremiah 29-11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you." The plan for your life is not confusion. The plan for your life is peace. If something consistently disrupts your peace, you must ask why. Peace is your indicator. It is not excitement alone. It is not intensity. Peace is steady. Peace remains even when emotions settle. You must ask yourself honestly, do you feel peace? Not just in moments, but overall. This question matters because a proposal can be emotional. It can feel overwhelming. It can make you feel chosen. But being chosen is not the same as being aligned. You must not accept something simply because it is offered. You must discern whether it is right. Discernment is not rejection. Discernment is alignment. God is not trying to take something from you. He is trying to ensure that what you accept will not harm you later. Because what begins incorrectly will require correction later. And correction is more painful than clarity. So you are being given clarity now, before the decision, before the commitment, before the path becomes more difficult to change. You must not ignore this moment. You must not rush past it. Take time to reflect. Look at the relationship honestly, not through hope, not through potential, but through reality. What has been shown consistently, not occasionally, consistently, because consistency is the foundation of stability, and stability is necessary for a lasting union. You are not meant for unstable love. You are not meant to carry the weight of someone else's inconsistency. You are not meant to fix someone. You are meant to align with someone. Alignment means both are growing. Both are consistent. Both are intentional. This is what you must look for. Not perfection, but intention. Not flawless behavior, but consistent effort. Ephesians 5:25 says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church." This is the standard of love. Sacrificial, intentional, consistent. Does your situation reflect this standard? You must answer honestly, because the proposal is not the destination. It is the beginning of a deeper commitment. And commitment requires strength. It requires maturity. It requires readiness. Are both of you ready? This is the question you must ask. Not only are they ready to propose, but are they ready to sustain what they are proposing? There is a difference. Many are ready for the moment. Few are ready for the responsibility. You must discern the difference. Look beyond the words. Look at the actions. Look at the patterns. What do they show? Do they show growth? Do they show consistency? Do they show accountability? Or do they show repetition of the same issues? This is not about judgment. This is about awareness. Awareness protects you. You have been given wisdom through your experiences. Do not ignore that wisdom now. Use it. Let it guide you. Let it inform your decision. God is not silent in your life. He is speaking through your peace, through your thoughts, through your awareness. You must listen. You must not silence what you feel just because something looks right on the outside. The outside can be convincing, but the inside knows truth. You must honor that truth. Take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and comment your affirmation that you are choosing clarity over confusion, because your support allows this message to reach others who are also facing important decisions. Now listen carefully. This message is not here to create fear. It is here to create clarity. Clarity will not always feel comfortable. Sometimes clarity requires you to see things you wanted to ignore. Sometimes clarity asks you to be honest with yourself. Honesty is not easy, but it is necessary, because your future depends on the decisions you make now. You are not being rushed. You are being guided. Guidance is different from pressure. Pressure forces. Guidance invites. You are being invited to see clearly, to think deeply, to choose wisely. James 1-5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God." Ask for wisdom. Ask for clarity. Ask for peace in your decision. Do not decide based on expectation. Do not decide based on fear of losing something. Decide based on truth. Truth will lead to peace. Even if the decision is difficult, peace will follow truth. You must trust that, because God does not lead you into confusion. He leads you into clarity. He leads you into alignment. He leads you into peace. If something feels consistently unsettled, you must not ignore it. You must explore it. You must understand it. Because unresolved questions do not disappear. They grow, and they will surface later if they are not addressed now. You have been given this moment for a reason. To pause, to reflect, to understand. Do not waste this moment. Use it. Because once the proposal happens, the pressure to decide will increase. But now, you have space. Space to think. Space to pray. Space to discern. Use this space wisely. You are not alone in this. You are being guided. You are being supported. You are being given clarity before commitment. That is a blessing. Not everyone receives that. Do not ignore it. Embrace it. Allow it to guide you. Now receive this final truth for this moment. A proposal is coming, but your decision must come from clarity, not from pressure, not from fear, not from expectation, from truth, because the right decision will bring peace, and peace will confirm alignment. Trust what you feel. Trust what you know. Trust the guidance you are receiving. You are not being led into confusion. You are being led into truth, and truth will guide your path correctly. There is more you must see, because without seeing this clearly, you may still interpret this moment through emotion instead of understanding. A proposal feels like arrival, but in truth, it is an invitation into responsibility. It is not the completion of love, it is the beginning of a deeper level of accountability. You must ask yourself if what has been shown so far can sustain that level. Do not answer quickly. Do not answer based on hope. Answer based on evidence. Evidence is what has been repeated, not what has been promised. There have been moments where you felt fully seen, and there have also been moments where you felt unseen. There have been times where you felt secure, and times where you questioned everything. These contrasts are not small. They are information. Information that has been given to you so that you can discern clearly. You are not meant to ignore patterns. You are meant to understand them, because patterns do not disappear with a promise. Patterns change through consistent action. You must ask yourself if change has been demonstrated or if it has only been spoken. Words can inspire, but only actions can confirm. Matthew 7:16 says, "By their fruit you will recognize them." Fruit is not what someone says they will do. Fruit is what they have consistently done. You must observe the fruit, not the intention alone, not the explanation. The fruit. Is there growth? Is there consistency? Is there responsibility? Or are there cycles that repeat? This question is not meant to accuse. It is meant to reveal. Because if something has not changed before commitment, it will not change because of commitment. Commitment reveals what is already present. It does not create new character. Character is developed before commitment. You must be honest with yourself about what has been developed, not what you hope will develop, what has been shown. You must also examine your own position. Are you choosing from peace, or are you choosing from fear of losing something? Fear can make you accept what you would normally question. Fear can make you overlook what you would normally address. Fear can make you rush. But peace allows you to pause. Peace allows you to think. Peace allows you to choose wisely. You must remain in peace. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts." Peace protects you. If you feel pressure instead of peace, you must pause. Pressure is not guidance. Pressure is urgency without clarity. Guidance is clarity without urgency. You are not required to rush your decision. You are allowed to take time. You are allowed to reflect. You are allowed to ask questions. This is your life. This is your future. You must treat it with care. You must not make a permanent decision in a moment of emotional intensity. You must make it in a state of clarity. Clarity requires stillness. Stillness allows you to hear. When everything becomes quiet, what do you feel? Not when you are influenced by others. Not when you are thinking about expectations, but when you are alone with your thoughts. What do you feel? That feeling matters. That is where truth speaks. God often speaks in stillness, not in noise, not in pressure. 1 Kings 19:12 says, "After the fire came a gentle whisper." The whisper is where clarity is found. You must listen to that whisper, not the loud voices of expectation, not the pressure of time. The whisper, because the whisper will tell you what you already know. It will confirm what you have been sensing. Do not ignore it. You have been given awareness for a reason. You have been shown certain things for a reason. You must not dismiss them now. Dismissal leads to regret. Awareness leads to clarity. Clarity leads to peace. Peace leads to the right decision. You must follow that path. This is not about rejecting a proposal. This is about understanding it correctly. Understanding whether it is aligned with your future, not just your present emotions. Your future matters. You must consider it. Will this connection support your growth? Will this connection bring stability? Will this connection allow you to remain who you are? Or will it require you to adjust in ways that diminish you? These are important questions. You must answer them honestly, because love is not meant to reduce you. Love is meant to support you. Love is meant to strengthen you. Love is meant to bring peace. If you must constantly adjust to maintain it, something is not balanced. Balance is necessary. Balance creates harmony. Harmony allows love to grow. Without balance, there is tension, and tension does not create peace. You are not meant for tension. You are meant for alignment. Alignment feels steady. Alignment feels clear. Alignment does not leave you questioning constantly. It brings understanding. You must pay attention to how you feel over time, not just in moments, over time, because time reveals truth. You have seen enough to know. You must trust what you know, not what you hope. Hope is important, but hope must be supported by evidence. Without evidence, hope becomes illusion. You are not meant to live in illusion. You are meant to live in truth. Truth will guide you. Truth will protect you. Truth will lead you into the right decision. And even if that decision is difficult, peace will follow. Peace always follows truth. Take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and comment your affirmation that you are choosing truth over pressure, because your support helps this message reach those who are also facing important decisions. Now listen carefully. You are not alone in this moment. You are not being left to decide without guidance. You are being led. You are being shown. You are being reminded. Everything you need to know is already within you. You must trust it. You must not silence it. You must not override it. Because once you move forward, the path will continue. And it is easier to choose correctly now than to correct later. God is not trying to take something from you. He is trying to ensure that what you accept is aligned with your purpose. Because your purpose matters. Your future matters. Your peace matters. You must not trade peace for a moment. You must not trade clarity for expectation. You must not trade truth for appearance. What looks right is not always right. What feels right over time is what matters. You must choose what brings lasting peace, not temporary satisfaction. Because temporary satisfaction fades, but peace remains. And peace will confirm your decision. You will know when you are aligned. You will feel it. It will not require you to convince yourself. It will not require you to ignore doubts. It will feel steady. It will feel clear. That is what you must look for. Not perfection. Clarity. Clarity is your guide. And clarity will lead you correctly. You are not being rushed. You are being prepared. Prepared to choose wisely. Prepared to see clearly. Prepared to move forward with confidence. Trust that preparation. Trust that guidance. Trust what you feel. And choose from truth. Because truth will always lead you to peace. There is another depth you must not overlook, because if you do not understand this part, you may confuse the moment with the meaning. A proposal can feel like confirmation, but it is not always confirmation of alignment. It is often a confirmation of intention. Intention is not the same as readiness. Someone can intend to love you, but still not be ready to sustain that love. Someone can intend to commit, but still not have the discipline to maintain that commitment. You must not confuse desire with capacity. Desire speaks loudly. Capacity is proven quietly over time. You must ask yourself, has capacity been shown? Not occasionally, consistently, because marriage is not built on desire alone. It is sustained by capacity. Capacity to communicate. Capacity to remain present, capacity to grow. These things must already be forming before a proposal. A ring does not create these qualities. It only reveals whether they already exist. This is why the message is coming now, so that you do not look at the moment and forget the pattern, because the pattern is what will continue. What you have seen will not disappear because of a promise. It will continue, and you must decide if what you have seen is something you are willing to live with. Not temporarily, but consistently. You must be honest with yourself. There are things you have overlooked. There are things you have excused. You told yourself it would change. You told yourself it would improve. But has it? This is the question. Not what could be, but what has been. Because what has been is the clearest indicator of what will be. Galatians 6-7 says, "A man reaps what he sows." What has been sown in this connection? Consistency, or inconsistency, honesty, or avoidance, effort, or occasional attention. You must look at what has been planted, because that is what will grow. A proposal does not change what has been planted. It only commits you to it. This is why you must see clearly now. Not after, not later. Now, you must also examine the areas where you have adjusted yourself, where you have become more patient than necessary, where you have accepted less than you deserve. You must ask why, because if you accept less now, you will continue to accept less later. Patterns repeat when they are not corrected. This is your moment to correct, to align, to choose from truth instead of habit. You are not obligated to accept something simply because it is offered. You are allowed to discern. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to say, "I need clarity." This is not rejection. This is responsibility. Responsibility for your life. Responsibility for your future. Responsibility for your peace. You must take that responsibility seriously, because once you commit, you are choosing to walk a path, and that path will shape your life. You must choose it carefully. Psalm 119-105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." You are being given light now. Do not walk in darkness when light has been given. Do not ignore what you see. Do not silence what you feel. Walk with awareness. Walk with understanding, because understanding will protect you. You must also consider the future, not just the present. What does this connection look like over time? Does it grow? Does it strengthen? Does it become more stable? Or does it remain uncertain? You must not commit to uncertainty. You are meant for clarity. You are meant for stability. You are meant for peace. These are not unrealistic expectations. They are necessary foundations. Without them, a relationship will struggle. You must not build on unstable ground. Matthew 7:24 says, "The wise man built his house on the rock." The rock is consistency. The rock is truth. The rock is alignment. You must ensure that what you are building on is strong, because storms will come, challenges will come, and if the foundation is not solid, the structure will not hold. You must not ignore the foundation. The proposal is not the foundation. The foundation is what has been built before it. You must examine that carefully. Not quickly, carefully, because this decision carries weight. It carries direction. It carries consequence. You must choose wisely. You must not allow the moment to rush you. Take time. Reflect. Pray. Listen. God is not silent. He is speaking. Through your thoughts. Through your feelings. Through your awareness. You must listen. You must trust that guidance, because it is there to protect you, not to confuse you. Protection sometimes feels like interruption, but it is purpose, because not everything that looks good is right, and not everything that feels exciting is aligned. You must look deeper. You must see beyond the surface. You must choose based on truth, not appearance, not pressure, not expectation. Truth, because truth will lead to peace, and peace will confirm your decision. You will not need to convince yourself. You will not need to ignore doubts. You will feel settled. You will feel clear. This is what you must look for. Clarity, not perfection. Clarity. Take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and comment your affirmation that you are choosing alignment over pressure, because your engagement allows this message to reach others who are also seeking clarity. Now receive this final understanding for this moment. A proposal is coming, but the message is more important than the moment. The message is your guidance. The message is your protection. The message is your clarity. Do not ignore it. Do not rush past it. Receive it. Understand it. Apply it. Because your future depends on what you choose now. And you are being given everything you need to choose wisely. Amen.